Hi friends, I'm here to talk to you about my finished journal, my altered book journal that I started last year in March. And when I first started, I had never made an altered book before. I didn't know how to go about it, and so at the very beginning, I sort of flipped around a little bit. I skipped a few pages in the very front, and just kind of jumped in. So this is all at the very up until here is out of order, but then I sort of settled into chronological order as I moved through the book. So I'm going to flip through and just talk a little bit here and there about stuff that's happened. This is a book I found at a used bookstore. It has a girl's name in it. It says Victoria Drury. So thanks, Victoria, for lending me your fantastic book. It's I took a lot of pages out at the beginning and glued pages together, tried to keep the integrity of the book, but as you can see, it got pretty fat during the process. I probably should have taken more pages out, but I didn't know that at the beginning. I've lived and learned a little bit. So this first page is a page I just did a few days ago, actually. I wanted to do something here at the front of the book, sort of to kick it off, and so I made this spread. This is the spread that I made with my daughter. She wrote her name down here. And then I think it's dated. Yeah, it's dated right here. I like for her to be included in the stuff I make. She enjoys it, and we have a little memento of time together. This is a page I made way back when, but then just recently went back and added some spray paint over the top and then drew on top again. I wasn't happy with the way it looked, so I added some stuff. This is a particular favorite spread of mine. I like the back background, and then this shape is really interesting to me. I just like how the thing turned out, and I had it as my header on Facebook for a long time. I liked this line here, and it just made me happy to see it on Facebook. This is the cover of an album I was working on for a friend at the time. I do graphic design on the side, and so she asked me to design an album cover for her. And I just had a bunch of printouts, and I liked his feet and put that on here. This is a piece I cut out of a monthly box that I got for a while that is now defunct. I put this page on Instagram, and it just blew up. It's where I got a huge number of followers and sort of started developing a group of people on Instagram. Here's a piece of that cover again. This is one of my favorite spreads ever. I feel like it is really indicative of who I am. It's got a mandala and then the Om chant, which is supposed to be the sound of the universe. I love it a lot. This page, I actually printed out. I went and found a piece of art on the internet because I really wanted a stone stack to go with this quote from the Bible, and so I went and found it and printed on a piece of paper so you could see the print through it. It was a piece of scrapbook paper that had the print on. I love printer marks from the inside of boxes. I cut them out a lot, and I went through a period of where clearly I use them all the time. This is one of those pages that probably could use a little reinforcing. I started keeping track of my Instagram followers in this book just as sort of a little memento to remember when things happened. So that 500 is when I reached 500 followers on Instagram. I chose a word of the year this year, and it was wait. I've been trying to practice not just patience, but expectation. And I feel like wait for me carries some of that. I've had a lot of stuff going on this year that has required me to stop and take stock, and so I go back to my word a lot. So there's my book. I've spent about 18 months making it. I'm super happy with the way it turned out, and I appreciate you watching. Bye.